Hi, this is Thekla Petridou. I'm a psychologist and an author. Their emails. Today I have a very interesting email from a young lady, which is about confusion in life. This is the headline she put. But I would say that it's more about how to find ourselves in the meantime between relationships. I read the email. Hello dear Thekla, I would like to send you my warm regards. I am following you for many years and I'm extremely happy about your English YouTube channel. I can understand you even better. I'm happy for you. I kind of find myself in you, the way you think and live your life. You are an open-minded woman, which is kind of exception for small Cyprus. I guess that English is not your first language, you the writer, as English is not my first language either. I'm a 31-year-old woman living in Cyprus for the last 13 years. I'm not married and I don't have children. At the age of 31, you are single and with no kids. My idea was to get educated and have a good job first. I agree with your idea. The education is something very important for me. I had 2 long relationships, each 5 years. The last one lasted only 5 months. I was always confused in my relationships. I was feeling that the people I was with were not what I wanted. All my relationships were with serious guys and they wanted to marry me. But I didn't want to. For me, marriage was never a priority. I am single for the first time now and I want to work on myself and find what I really want in life. I feel confused because I'm 31 without kids, no man, living with my parents who are kind of depressing me and I consider them as toxic for my life, but for the moment I have no choice and I have to stay with them. I don't want to start again a relationship before I make sure that I am happy with myself first. Good choice. I was always confused in my life and that is starting to cause me anxiety. Thank you in advance and I would like to stay anonymous. Of course, you and everybody who sends me an email, you all stay anonymous. Well, at the age of 31, you're too old to reside in the same house with your parents. And I would say that you're too young to have been married and have kids. Times have changed. We live in the 21st century. And since our life has been prolonged, life expectancy has been prolonged too much in the last 20-30 years. Usually people die after the age of 80. It is very normal that life expectancy has increased. Now my English is coming back. Since life expectancy has increased so much, it is only natural that people get married and have families later. And of course, there is always a choice for everybody not to get married or not to have kids. For me, marriage is optional. And being a parent and parenthood is also optional. I disagree with the common social stereotype that everybody should get married and everybody should have kids. This is my opinion. And I've written my opinion in my books, which are not translated in English yet, that we should have the choice and the freedom of choice so that we get married or not get married, we have children or not have children. You say that you have confusion in life. You also say that your parents kind of depress you. You don't say much about your parents. You don't say your parents pressure you, put pressure on you to get married or have kids. You don't say that. I guess that this might be a reason that makes you confused. It's difficult for you to stay without a relationship. You write that now it's the first time that you are single and you want to remain that way and you have decided to find happiness within yourself, to be in peace with yourself before starting again a romantic relationship. This is a very wise decision. In order to be able to choose a partner, a romantic partner, that is compatible with us, and that that he can be or she can be our other half, we need to know our half. In order to choose a suitable partner for you, you need to know yourself first, to have a good relationship with yourself, to know who you are, to answer the very important existential questions all humans are called to answer. Why am I alive? What's my purpose in life? What is my dream? What's my cause? What will I do with my life? We need to have a plan in life, or an understanding of life, which is existential. Why people get born, why people die. There are two certainties in life: that we were born and that we will die. We don't know when, but we will die. All of us will die. Humans are mortal. At some point in our lives, we will die. Existential questions ask about the meaning between birth and death. For me, there is not a universal answer for everybody in these questions. Not everybody has the same meaning of existence, and we get to choose how we answer these questions. How do I want my life to be? What's the purpose of my life? What's the meaning I want to give in my life? We are born in families. We are born in a society. Everybody is born in their own society. I mean, I suppose you write in your letter that you are born elsewhere. You don't say where you were born. But from your surname, I guess that maybe you were born in a European country other than Cyprus. The society around us teaches us some answers to the existential questions through religion, through education, through pop culture. These answers might suit us or might not. And when we grow up, we get called to give our own answers. So now it is the time for you to find yourself, to delve in yourself, and answer these existential questions. Who am I? Why was I born? What's the meaning of my life? What's the purpose of life? How do I want to live my life? At this age, you can distinguish yourself from your family. For you, it's more difficult to do this because at the time you say that you live with your parents, you stay with your parents, and there is no other choice. I suppose you mean there is no other financial choice. I'm going to tell you that if you wish, you can find a way not to live with your parents. Sometimes we put limitations in ourselves. We believe the stories, the narratives that other people tell us. Maybe your parents tell you you cannot afford to stay by yourself because the rent might be too expensive, or you will not have enough money to buy the clothes you own, or whatever. Prioritize in your life what's more important. Is your freedom more important, or any materialistic other benefits? Think about it. This is also an existential question. What's more important for me? The freedom of my spirit, or the material benefits? Think about it. There is a book that I strongly suggest that you read. Life in the Meantime. This book was written by Iyanla Vanzant. Iyanla Vanzant is a writer and a spiritual talker who lives in the US. She regularly appears on Oprah Winfrey's show. She wrote several books, which I read and I liked very much. And this book of hers, Life in the Meantime, is a very interesting spiritual book who gives you a guide, step to step, how to establish a spiritual relationship with yourself. This book is a must read for everybody who is single and they realize that they long so much for a relationship in order to find happiness, but they don't find happiness in their relationships. And this book emphasizes on how to make our time valuable in the meantime between relationships. Because relationships are inevitable. We humans are social beings. We are social beings. We cannot stay by ourselves for too much time. You can stay single for a year, 2 years, for a month, some months, but at some time love comes in your life. You fall in love. Somebody comes in your life, and then you feel the urge to connect. Connectivity is very important for our happiness. So now you are single, but you might not be single for long. Next year, next month, after 2 years, I don't know when, you might find a partner again. So make most of your time in the meantime by investing in your spiritual awakening and education. Answer yourself your existential questions, and if you find it difficult to do by yourself, you could seek for a psychotherapist, psychologist, to help you go through this wonderful journey of self-discovery, or finding yourself, of finding your inner peace, because once we answer all these questions, existential questions, we get peace within. So if you cannot do it by yourself or with the aid of the book I mentioned, Life in the Meantime by Jan van Zandt, you can also seek the help of the psychotherapist. I send you my love, and I wish that you enjoy this beautiful time in your life, that you get to engage with yourself more, and you get to know yourself.